Saying amen, cause I'm going big.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. First down throw for Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ricky. Big gap. Check three. Out. Who draw quarters?
Wentz on the give to Sanders. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Wentz going to throw, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At the 21-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Man, I got you. Man, I said. Kill.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Trey 15. Sunday. Hey, box drop. Here, shoot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down and 4, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Right there. 50.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And Pascal's got it. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Second and 12 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
Set, hut, and ring. Mike spot forward. Silver. Slam.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. It's a second down run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Sunday, score!
I'm here. Mike Bobo. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
46 down, man, 5-4. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 280. 81, 81.
Mike Popo.
From the 38, Wentz being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Wentz. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Buying time to his left. Taking a shot, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Wentz now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jannard Avery has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
from the 39. Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
It's our time. Check it.
Bridgewater now. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 44th Mike. 44th Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You better be afraid of me.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Get that clock.
Here's Wentz to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Wentz now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
74.
Again, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. Then outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood!
44, Mike, 44. Defense wins championships, baby.
Winston throw for it on 4th. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! As his guys are in for 6, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for ring.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.